What's up, guys? So I'm gonna read Star Wars #1. So the greatest space fantasy film of all, Star Wars. Fabulous first issue. Enter Luke Skywalker. Will he save the galaxy or destroy it? Marvel's epic official adaptation of a film by George Lucas. Stan Lee presents Star Wars, adapted from the George Lucas film. Roy Thomas, scripter/editor. Howard Chaykin, illustrator. Jim Novak, letterer. Marie Severin, colorist. Adapting the greatest space fantasy of all. It is a period of civil war in the galaxy. A brave alliance of underground freedom fighters has challenged the tyranny and oppression of the awesome galactic empire. To crush the rebellion once and for all, the empire is constructing a sinister new battle station, powerful enough to destroy an entire planet. Its completion will spell certain doom for the champions of freedom. Striking from a fortress hidden among the billion stars of the galaxy, rebel spaceships have won their first victory in a battle with the powerful Imperial Starfleet. The Empire fears that another defeat could bring 1,000 more solar systems into the rebellion, and Imperial control over the galaxy would be lost forever. But that is the near future. At this moment, above the yellow planet Tatooine, a gigantic Imperial starship pursues a rebel spacecraft. Its deadly laser bolts disintegrate the smaller ship's main solar fin with a soul-searing shudder. Moments later, grappling rays have joined the two vessels, and suddenly the Imperial troops come pouring through a wide gaping hole. "This is madness, R2! Beep, 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 boop, 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 boop." Amid the chaos, it is strange, perhaps, to focus not upon the humans on both sides, who live and violently die, but upon a pair of robots, designated C-3PO and R2-D2. More familiarly, C-3PO and R2-D2. "Yes, R2, I suppose you're right. We should flee this way, down the corridor. It looks as if there's no escape for the captain this time. Oh, I think something is melting!" "This is all your fault. I should have known better than to trust the logic of a half-sized thermocapsular dehousing assister. Hey, wait up! Where you going?" Below, on the death-white wasteland which is the planet Tatooine, a bright sparkle in the morning sky catches a watchful eye. Luke Skywalker lowers his micro-binoculars, standing transfixed for a moment. Then he leaps nimbly into the nearby, recently repaired land speeder, and aims the craft toward the distant town of Anchorhead. While, on the wounded starship, "Lord Vader, the ship's information retrieval system has been wiped clean."
"Then this rebel will tell us what we need to know. Where is the data you intercepted?"
"We're on a diplomatic mission."
"Liar! Where are those information tapes? This ship carries the crest of Alderaan. Is any of the royal family on board?"
Darth Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith, tightens his fingers on the rebel officer's throat. But He still receives no answer. Unless it be the awful, unquestionable finality of a single gruesome snapping sound.
The fool is dead. Start tearing this ship apart, piece by piece, until you have those tapes. And find the passengers of this vessel. I want them alive.
Yes, Lord Vader. The Imperial troops fall all over each other in their haste to leave, as much to escape their master's presence as to carry out his orders. While, not far distant,
R2, so this is where you vanished to.
the unknown girl who kneels by the smaller robot is probably beautiful by human standards. But 3PO, being a robot himself, takes scant notice of her. And the next moment, she is gone, as if she were a part of a thickening haze.
Well, R2, what are we going to do? We'll be sent to the spice mines of Kessel. Or even... Wait, where are you going? Beep, 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 boop, doo, doo, doo. Mission? What mission? What are you talking about? Hey, you're not permitted to go near those emergency life pods. Shh! Don't you call me a mindless philosopher, you overweight glob of grease.
Next, as a new and closer explosion sends dust and debris and flames through the sub-hallway, 3PO finds that even a robot can change his mind. Then, as the safety door snaps shut behind him,
I'm going to regret this.
There is the sudden thunder of exploding latches, and the tiny life pod ejects from the disabled starfighter. As, back aboard, there's one of them. Set weapons for stun.
I've set mine to kill.
Then, the young girl starts to flee once more. But, unfortunately, not at the light speed of a paralysis ray.
Oh!
She'll be all right. Report to Lord Vader. While, on Tatooine, city Anchorhead,
I told you kids to slow down. Hey, Cammy, did I hear a young noise blast through here? It was just Wormy on another rampage, Fixer. Shape it up, you two. Biggs! When did you get back?
Just now. I thought you'd be here. Certainly didn't expect you out to be working.
Hey, what happened? Didn't you get your commission?
Why, of course I got it. Signed aboard the Rand Ecliptic last week. First Mate Biggs Darklighter at your service. I just came back to say goodbye to all you unfortunate landlocked simpletons.
Wait, I almost forgot. There's a battle going on. Right here in our system. Come and look. Not again. Forget it, Biggs. He's always... No, I mean it. Come on. Up there. Can you see?
That's no battle, Hotshot. They're just sitting there. Probably a freighter tanker refueling.
But there was a lot of firing earlier. I keep telling you, Wormy, the Rebel Lion's a long way from here. I doubt if the Empire would even fight to keep this system. Believe me, Luke, this planet is a big hunk of nothing.
While, out in space, Lord Vader!
I should have known. Only you could be so bold. Well, the Imperial Senate will not sit still for this. When they hear you've attacked a diplomatic...
Don't play games with me, Your Highness. The ship passed directly through a restricted system. Several transmissions were beamed to this ship by spies, who are now unfortunately dead. I want to know what happened to those data tapes.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a member of the Imperial Senate on a diplomatic mission to...
You're a part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor. Take her away.
She should be destroyed, Lord Vader.
My duty is to find the rebels' hidden fortress, Commander. She is my one link to discovering its location, and I intend to use it. Meanwhile, send a distress signal. Call it a meteorite storm. Vaporize this ship. Don't leave anything. Then inform her father in the Senate that all aboard were killed. I've been informed that a repair pod was somehow jettisoned during the fighting. The data tapes must be hidden in it, so send a detachment down to retrieve them, without attracting attention.
Below, in the place called Juntland, or No Man's Land, where rugged desert mesas meet the foreboding Dune Sea, the lifebod Darth Vader seeks lies half buried in the sand.
What a forsaken place this is. We seem to be made to suffer.
Beep, beep, boop, 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 boop.
I've got to rest before I fall apart. My joints are almost frozen.
Where do you think you're going?
Oh, you are you?
Well, I'm not going that way. Go on if you want to. And don't let me catch you following me and begging for help. Because you won't get it. Do you hear me, R2? That's the Jawas.
R2?
Things haven't been the same since you left Tatooine, Biggs. It's been so quiet. Luke, I shouldn't tell you this, but you're the only one I can trust. And if I don't come back, I want somebody to know.
What are you talking about?
I made some friends at the Academy, Luke. When our frigate goes to one of the central systems, we're going to jump ship and join the Alliance.
Join the rebellion? Are you kidding? How?
Quiet down, will you? My friend has a friend on Bestine who might help us make contact.
You're crazy. You could wander around forever trying to find them.
I know it's a long shot, but I'm not going to wait for the Empire to draft me into service. This rebellion is spreading, and I want to be on the side I believe in.
And I'm here stuck on Tatooine.
I thought you were going to the Academy next turn. Get off this rock.
Not likely. My uncle needs me here for just one more season. I can't leave him now.
What good is all your uncle's work if he ends up merely a tenant soon, slaving away for the greater glory of the Empire? Well, I've got to go. I'm leaving in the morning. And I guess I won't see you. Maybe someday. I'll keep a lookout.
Take care of yourself, Biggs. You'll always be the best friend I've got.
While, in a soulless Imperial conference room, somewhere in the galaxy...
I tell you, Darth Vader has gone too far. This Sith Lord sent by the Emperor will be our undoing. The Rebel Alliance is more dangerous than you realize.
Dangerous to your Starfleet, Commander Tagg, not to this battle station.
You're a fool, Admiral Motti. The rebellion will continue to gain support in the Imperial Senate as long as...
The Imperial Senate is no longer of any concern to us, gentlemen.
It's Grand Moff Tarkin and Darth Vader.
I've just received word that the Emperor has dissolved the Council. Permanently. The last remnants of the old Republic have been swept away. The regional governors now have direct control over their territories.
Impossible! How will the Emperor maintain control without the bureaucracy?
Fear will keep the local systems in line. Fear of this battle station, which nears completion. And what of the rebellion, Governor Tarkin?
If the rebels have obtained a complete technical readout of this battle station, it is possible, however unlikely, that they might find a weakness and exploit it.
The technical data you refer to will soon be back in our hands.
Any attack made against this station by the rebels would be a useless gesture, no matter what technical data they've obtained. This battle station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Don't become too proud of this technological terror you've created, Admiral Motti. The ability to destroy a planet is insignificant next to the cosmic force.
Don't try to frighten us with your sorcerer's ways, Lord Vader. Your sad devotion to that ancient religion hasn't helped you conjure up those stolen data tapes, or enabled you to find the rebels' hidden fortress. Why, I have
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Enough of this. Vader, release him. This bickering is pointless. Lord Vader will find the location of the rebel fortress by the time this station is operational. Then we will crush the rebellion with one swift strike. And, back on Tatooine, aboard the lumbering sandcrawler of the desert-dwelling Jawas.
Will this never end? Wake up, R2! Wake up! We stopped! We're doomed! Do you think the Jawas will melt us down? Wee doo 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 boo boo boo.
You're a great comfort. Suddenly, through an opening hatch, blinding white light fills the chamber.
They want us to go outside. I was right. We are doomed. Luke, tell your Uncle Owen that if he gets a translator, be sure it speaks Bocce.
It looks like we don't have much of a choice, Emperor, but I'll remind him.
Yes, this R2-D2 model will do just fine. That other one over there looks ready for the junk heap.
So that's the Jawa speaking.
Save your sales pitch. You, robot. Do you know etiquette and protocol?
Do I know protocol? Why, it's my primary function. I am well versed in the customs and...
I don't need a protocol droid. I need a droid that knows something about the binary language of moisture evaporators.
Evaporators? Sir, my first job was programming binary load lifters. A very similar...
Do you speak Bocce?
It's like a second language for me, sir. I'm as fluid as...
Shut up! I'll take this one.
Shutting up, sir.
Luke, take them to the garage and clean them up.
But I was going into Tashi Station to...
After you've finished your chores.
Uncle Owen, this R2 unit has a bad motivator. Look!
If I might say so, sir. This R2 unit is in top condition. A real bargain.
Then we'll take it as a replacement. I'll take care of the Jawas, Luke. Run along.
Beep, 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 boop, 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 boop.
Don't forget this, R2. Why I stick my neck out for you is beyond my capacity to.
Beep, beep, boop, 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 beep, 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 beep.
It isn't fair. Biggs is right. I'll never get out of here. Is there anything I might do to help, sir? Yes. You can call me Luke. Lots of carbon scoring here. You both seen a lot of action. Well, my little friend, you've got something jammed in here real good. Let's see what... Obi-Wan Kenobi, help me. You're my only hope. What's this? A three-dimensional hologram. And she's... Burp. Obi-Wan Kenobi, help me. You're my only hope. R2 says it's nothing, sir. Merely a malfunction. Pay it no mind. But who is this girl? I think she was a passenger on our last voyage, sir. But I don't... Obi-Wan Kenobi. Is there any more to this hologram? Do-it. R2 says he's the property of Obi-Wan Kenobi. And it is a private message for him. Quite frankly, sir, I don't know what he's talking about. Our last master was Captain Antilles. I don't know any Obi-Wan, but there's an old Ben Kenobi who lives out beyond the Dune Sea. Sort of a hermit. I wonder. I wonder if I remove this restraining bolt. Now the hologram's disappeared. Girl and all. Play back the entire message, R2. Make her come back.
Booby, 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 booby.
I'm sorry, sir, but he appears to have picked up a slight flutter. Perhaps later.
Soon afterward, at dinner,
Uncle Owen, I think that R2 unit may be stolen goods.
What makes you think that, Luke?
I stumbled on a recording while I was cleaning him. The droid claims to be the property of someone called Obi-Wan Kenobi. I thought he meant old Ben. The name is similar. Do you know what...
It's a name from another time. That can only mean trouble. You stay away from that old wizard. Do you hear me? He's dangerous. Tomorrow, you'll have that R2 unit's memory flushed. And that'll be the end of it. I don't care where that droid came from. It belongs to us now.
But what if this Obi-Wan comes looking for the droid?
He won't. He died at the same time as your father. Forget about it.
Did he know my father?
I said forget it.
All right. But if these new droids work out, I'd like to transmit my application to the Academy this year.
You mean next term? Before the harvest?
You've got more than enough droids to...
Droids can't replace you, Luke. It's just for one more season. For the first time, we've got a fortune coming into our hands. Maybe after next season.
But that means another year.
The time will pass before you know it.
That's what you said last year, when Biggs and Tank left.
Where are you going?
It looks like I'm going nowhere. I have to finish cleaning those droids. Owen, we can't keep him here forever. Most of his friends are gone.
I'll make it up to him next year. I promise.
Luke's just not a farmer, Onan. He's got too much of his father in him.
That's what I'm afraid of.
3PO! R2! Where are you two?
Yipe!
The control box will pop you out into the open. What were you hiding for? And where's R2? It wasn't my fault, sir. Please don't deactivate me. I told him not to go, but he's faulty, malfunctioning. Kept babbling on about his mission. Oh no!
Moments later, outside,
No sign of him, even with these electro binoculars. Man, Uncle Owen's gonna kill me for this. Begging your pardon, sir, but can't we go after him? Not at night. It's too dangerous, with all these sand people around. But come morning, we'll... Luke, you about finished with those droids? Be there in a minute, Uncle Owen. Boy, am I in for it if he finds out. That little R2 droid is going to get me into a lot of trouble. He excels at that, sir. These asteroid droids are getting too much for me. Even I can't understand their logic at times.
hours later, as dawn slowly creeps over the sparse but sparkling oasis, which is Owen Lars' homestead.
Baru, have you seen Luke this morning? He got to work early. Took the new droids with him, I guess. Well, he'd better have those condensing units on the South Ridge by midday, or there'll be hell to pay.
Meanwhile, some distance away, 4 Imperial stormtroopers mill about a familiar form, a half-buried life pod.
This is the one. But there are no data tapes here, sir.
If only we knew who was in that pod when... Hold it! The small piece of metal I found in the sand. Droids!
Old Ben Kenobi lives out in this direction. Somewhere, 3PO. But I don't see how R2 could have... Wait! There's something dead ahead on the scanner. Looks like our droid. Hit it, 3PO.
As the tiny lens speeder glides across the desert floor, its occupants are unaware of a deadly laser rifle being aimed at them, and of another's hand, which grasps the gun before it can be fired. Moments later, following a heated argument in their barbaric tongue, the 2 Sand People, or Tusken Raiders as they're sometimes called, are scurrying over the rocky terrain toward their 2 enormous benthas tethered nearby. Mounting the elephantine creatures, they ride off down the rugged bluff in ominous silence. While, on the floor of a massive canyon...
And just where did you think you were going? 3PO? You still talking? That's Obi-Wan Kenobi gibberish, sir, even though you're his rightful master now. R2, you're fortunate he doesn't blast you into a million pieces, right here. Well, come on. It's getting late. I only hope we can get back before... Whee! Now what? Oh my, sir. R2 says there are several creatures approaching rapidly from the southeast. Sand people. Or worse. I've never been out this far before. The wild things out here are said to be weird and savage. Hurry! From this ridge we can scan the whole canyon. I just hope that our 2 unit is on the blink. As you know, sir, such a thing is not beyond the realm of possibility. Come on, R2. Toot, 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 toot. No such luck. There are 2 banthas down there and... Yep, they're sand people all right. I see one of them. But there must be 2 of them. Where's the other... Sir, look out! Yow!
Suddenly, a gruesome Tusken Raider looms above the startled lad. And only his laser rifle, now smashed to bits, prevents Luke Skywalker's skull from being the same. The Gator Fee of the Sand People is a formidable weapon. In seconds, Luke is forced backward, till he staggers at the edge of a deep crevice. 3PO is already toppled into it. And now the sinister raider towers over, above the terrified boy, laughing his horrible, inhuman laugh. His dreaded axe blade, poised to kill. Next issue, On to Alderaan. So that's the end of this comic. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be appreciated. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys later.